dear students, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nilakshi Singh and today we are going to start with the new chapter, Why Do We Fall Ill, from grade 9 curriculum. So first of all, the name of the chapter is itself a question in it. Why do we fall ill? Yeah, हम बीमार क्यों होते हैं? So this is a question which has many answers. All of us may have different answers, like some of you may say by eating contaminated food and water, or you can say we get diseases from some diseased person or so. Yes, so this way only we have many reasons to this question, that why do we fall ill. So first of all, I would like to introduce some terms to you that are already old for you, but yes, they have different definitions, and you may get a clear idea of those words today. The first word is disease. Disease is a word which is made up of two different words, which is dis-ease. Yes, dis-ease means when a person is not easy. Not easy means, for example, a person is not feeling comfortable, or the one who is uncomfortable or not satisfied with his or her body condition or situation. Yes, so the person who is not easy can be diseased person. Okay, means disease means कोई ना कोई बीमारी होना किसी person को, right? So this is what the word means. Okay, then we have another word which is health. What does it mean? Health is a word which is actually a very broad term. A person who is not having any disease can be healthy, is it? No, it is actually not like that. A healthy person can be the one who is not having disease, yes, but he must be physically, mentally and socially also fit. Then only the person is said to be healthy. Okay, so a person is said to be healthy only if he is physically, mentally and socially in a very good state or a very good condition, or completely fit. So three words are there which will complete its definition. A person who is physically, mentally and socially fit. Okay, means there is a person, for example, it's me. Okay, अब मैं हूँ या आप हो, if I am not having any disease, for example, I am not having any kind of disease, not even cold, no fever, no chronic disease, means not any other disease like cancers, etc. Okay, so I am not having any disease, but that doesn't mean that I am healthy. Okay, if I want to be healthy, I should be physically fit, mentally also I should be fit, and socially also I should be fit. Then only I will be said as you can call me as a healthy person. Okay, a person who is physically fit, you can say that I am not having any disease. Mentally fit, what does this mean? Being mentally fit. Mentally fit means I am not having any stress in my mind, I am not having any tension, not any kind of worries in my mind. Okay, so then I will be mentally fit. Then I have to be socially fit also to be healthy. Socially means in my surroundings, in my atmosphere, I am not having any kind of problem with any of the person in my surroundings. Okay, then I am socially fit also. If a person is physically fit, mentally fit and socially fit, then only he can be, you can call him as a healthy person. Okay, not only if he is not having any disease is said to be healthy. Okay, so in our minds we usually call a person as healthy who is somewhat very fatty also. Yes, we call ki bahut healthy hai. Healthy doesn't mean it. Okay, the person needs to be mentally fit, socially fit and physically fit, then only he can said to be a healthy person. Okay, so disease is a condition in which a person may be having any physical disorder, a mental disorder or anything, any kind of disease, a small disease, serious disease, acute disease or chronic disease or any kind of disease. Okay, and health is a condition, it is a state in which a person is socially fit, mentally fit and physically fit. Okay, so this is all about the definition of health and disease. I hope these definitions are clear to you, because in your exam these definitions can be asked to you in the form of a differentiate between health and disease. So this is about health and disease. Now next we have different kinds of diseases. The two most common words you must have heard about the disease, types of diseases. They are, you can say, communicable, yes, and non-communicable diseases. Okay, so communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases, you must have heard these words in your junior classes as well. Communicable disease means when a disease is spread or can be spread from an infected person to a healthy person. Okay, when a disease can be spread from an infected person to a healthy person by any means is known as communicable disease. Okay, but when a disease cannot be spread from an infected to a healthy person, it is known as non-communicable disease. Okay, so it can be spread and it cannot be spread. Now, communicable diseases can be spread by any means. It is not like there is only one agent through which they can spread. They can be spread by any means. Okay, it can be, you can say, air, water, food, or you can say direct contact or indirect contact. Okay, so these can be spread either by direct or indirect contact, communicable diseases. And non-communicable diseases are those which cannot be spread by any means. So now I'll just explain you these two types of diseases in detail. Okay, let us have a look. So yes, communicable diseases. Okay, they can be spread from an infected person to a healthy person. Okay, now these diseases can be spread mainly by two means. Okay, the first one is through direct contact and through indirect contact. Now, who's direct and indirect contact? As I told you that these are spread from infected to healthy person. So by the direct contact between these two, okay, or through the indirect contact between these two. Fine. Let us take an example now. If we are having common cold, okay, if you are having common cold, let us say, common cold means normal cold अगर आपको है, तो आप what precautional measures do you take? What preventive measures do you take? These days you may be using mask, or you may sneeze like hands on your mouth or nose, okay, or you use handkerchiefs also. Yes. So why do we do these practices? Yes, because when we sneeze, okay, when we sneeze or when we are coughing, we are having common cold. Okay, I am an infected person, I am having cold. If I will sneeze or if I will cough, if I will sneeze, some water droplets from my nose will be there outside, maybe on my hands, if I am sneezing like this. Yes, okay. Now, for example, I am sitting with my partner in my classroom. Okay, you are sitting with your friend in your classroom. Now, he is very near to you. Okay, बहुत close बैठता है. Yes. Now, if he or she touches you, maybe you are shaking hands with each other. Yes, or he or she touches your hand by mistake, or you may be touching each other through your arm, or by any means, if you are touching each other, let us say. Now this is the direct contact between you two. Yes, आपने एक दूसरे को टच किया है. Now those infected those viruses, common cold के जो viruses हैं, they are sitting on your hand. वो आपके hand पे हैं. They are actually not sitting, but they are attached on your hands. Okay. Now, if the person sitting next to you has touched you, now he will also get those viruses. And with his hand, if he touches his infected hand, means उसके hand पे अब वो virus है. अब अगर वो by chance अपना hand अपने nose पे ऐसे touch कर लेता है या mouth पे touch कर लेता है, the virus will enter his body as well. Yes. So basically through these contacts, the virus is spread from infected to healthy person. Okay. Also by the means of sexual contact between two partners, this communicable disease may spread. Okay. So this is the one way by which communicable disease is spread from infected to healthy person. Okay. The second one is the second one is indirect contact. Okay. अब indirect contact कैसे? For example, I am having cold, or again you are having cold, common cold. आपने sneeze किया or you are coughing. If those water I would say your droplets from your nose or your mouth, they enter the air around you. Yes, if those droplets they enter the air around you, अब वो air में हैं. Now that air which is around you, it is going to be inhaled by many of the people around you. Yes, अब वो air को सब लोग inhale करने वाले हैं. Yes, maybe if you are sitting in a classroom, your teacher is there, your friends are there, many children are there. So they also tend to inhale that air. Okay, वो जब inhale करेंगे उस air को, that droplet can enter their nose as well, also their mouth as well. So this way, like this, indirectly, air के through the droplet or the virus has entered the person's body actually. Now he will also get those that disease, maybe common cold. Yes, so this is through indirect contact, or you can say if you are touching the object of the diseased person, if you are having someone with a communicable disease at your home, आपके घर पे किसी को कोई disease है, and you tend to touch their personal articles like their towels, like their garments, like their bed, or you can say any personal article. If you touch their personal article, the chances are very high that you will also get that disease. Okay, so this is about basically direct and indirect contact by which communicable diseases are spread from an infected to a healthy person. Okay, so here we have taken example of common cold. Okay, but these days you all know about the pandemic that hit the world from the last 2 years. Actually, that pandemic is basically coronavirus. We all know about it. Yes, and the disease caused by that virus is COVID-19. Yes, I would like to mention here coronavirus. Corona is actually, the word actually means crown-like structure. So actually this coronavirus has crown-like structure. That is why it was known as coronavirus. Now, the disease caused by this virus was COVID-19. Okay. CO means corona, VI means virus, D means disease. Coronavirus disease 19 means it hit in 2019. It came actually in 2019. Yes. So, coronavirus is actually, now we all have, many people have suffered from this disease. It was a highly communicable disease. Yes, it is actually. Maybe in some parts of the world it is still existing in maybe one form or the other. Okay. Now, this coronavirus was communicable disease and highly communicable, I would say. Yes, जैसे common cold है, the same symptoms were there, and cold is, common cold का जो virus है और this coronavirus as well, it actually gets transferred very easily. The people, they get this virus from their family members also, who are near to them. Okay, they get this virus very easily. Now, I would like to mention something else here, that we have different terms of actually in our textbook also, or you can see, you must have heard about these terms which actually clearly tells us about these diseases. Communicable diseases are also known as contagious diseases. Communicable diseases are also known as contagious diseases, or you can say infectious diseases. Okay. Communicable diseases की दो और terms हैं by which we can talk about these diseases are contagious and infectious diseases. The same way, non-communicable diseases are also known as non-communicable and non-contagious diseases. I hope it is clear to you all till here. Okay. Now you can note it down if you want. Next, we will talk about non-communicable diseases. So yes, non-communicable diseases, as I told you, that they are also known as non-contagious diseases or non-infectious diseases. Now, let us not get confused about these diseases. Of course, they are spread from, they do not spread from infected to a healthy person, but yes, they do occur. They actually infect some people who may have, who may have different, bad lifestyle, bad dietary habits, or different reasons are there by which they actually affect some people. Okay, now let us take some examples of non-infectious diseases which do not spread from infected to healthy person. First example, I would like to tell you any heart disease. Okay, heart disease is basically, you can say any heart disease, or you must have heard about heart attack. Maybe in your family or somewhere you have heard about this heart attack or any kind of heart disease, stroke you can say. Actually ये जो heart attack है, if some person gets in heart attack, तो अभी वो heart attack हो गया अगर एक person को, if we touch that person or if the person sneezes or by any reason, you will also get heart attack. Is it? No, it is not. you will never get heart attack from that very person, okay, as it is non contagious. ये spread नहीं होगा from any infected to a healthy person, okay. उसको heart attack हुआ because he may be having some reasons. That reasons also I'll tell you in some time, but you will not get that disease if you get in touch with that person or you are around him or her. You will not get it. That is why it comes under the category of non-communicable disease. Second, we have cancer. You must have heard about cancer also. Yes, if someone is having cancer, you will not get it if you touch that person, और if he sneezes or if he is around you, you will not get that disease, okay. वो cells का जो problem है कैंसर में, वो उसी person के अंदर है due to one reason or the other. वो आपको नहीं होगा. Even if you touch that person or if you come in contact with that person physically as well, you will not get that disease, okay. Or third example also you can take, any kidney disease. Actually there are example you can take chronic renal failure or acute renal failure. Now children, any kidney disease means if a person is having any kind of kidney failure. Actually we have two types of kidney failures, acute and chronic, okay. Acute renal failure में क्या होता है, if a person is having any kidney failure, तो on the spot he may need dialysis. If he doesn't get the dialysis done, he will die, okay. In chronic renal failure, slowly and gradually the kidneys of that person, they decompose, or you can say they stop functioning. Slowly and gradually it happens, maybe several years it take, okay. Now these two diseases are actually come under the category of kidney disease or kidney failures. Now we will not get any kidney disease if we touch that person who is also having a kidney disease, okay. So that is why it also comes under the category of non-communicable diseases. Yes, so now I would like to explain these two terms in detail, acute and chronic, okay. You can note it down first, then we'll do the detail in some time. So yes, let us start with acute and chronic. Now it is actually something very interesting that only single disease can come under the category of these two, okay. If, as we talked about kidney diseases, it can be acute and chronic both, okay, depending upon the situation of the kidneys, depending upon the situation of the person who is having the disease, okay. Now first is acute diseases. Acute diseases actually they take only a short span of time, and then a person gets the disease and immediate effect, after effect of the disease, okay. For example, एक short term you can say diseases होते हैं ये, so you can write short term diseases, okay. जल्दी से एक बंदे की किडनीज पे इफेक्ट आया एंड देन ही मे नीड डायलिसिस ऑन दैट वेरी मोमेंट एंड आफ्टर दैट सून ही मे डाई, ओके. मीन्स इसमें जो लाइफ है, लाइफ के चांसेस हैं वो बहुत रेयर रह जाते हैं. नाउ वी हैव क्रॉनिक डिजीजेस, दे आर लॉन्ग टर्म डिजीजेस. इन सम केसेस दे आर लाइफ टाइम डिजीजेस, okay. Long term diseases means time लगता है and slowly and gradually the organs they get they may get fail, okay. जल्दी से immediately नहीं death होती है, but yes कुछ time बाद धीरे धीरे if the person is not taking necessary preventional measures or precautionary measures, then the person may die soon as well, okay. Now इसमें हम लिख सकते हैं that they are actually the diseases which are lifelong, okay. They are lifelong diseases. If we talk about cancer as well, तो कैंसर में क्या होता है, अगर एक स्टेज पे एक if a person or if a girl or boy he is young, अब उस टाइम पे he or she gets infected with cancer, he is diagnosed with cancer, पता चला उसे कैंसर है. अब धीरे धीरे slowly and gradually after many years or maybe many months, depends upon again the person, the condition of that person, वो धीरे धीरे उसको उसका हम ट्रीटमेंट करा रहे हैं स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली. मे बी उसको काफ़ी साल निकल जाएं, वो ठीक तो ऑफ कोर्स इन सम केसेस हो सकता है, इन सम केसेस नहीं. बट कुछ केसेस में जब कैंसर में डेथ होती है तो वो एंड तक कैंसर रहता ही है, उसके बाद द पर्सन डाइज. येस, दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव रिटन दिस लाइफ लॉन्ग डिजीजेस. ओके, सो द मेन एग्जाम्पल यू कैन मेंशन हियर इज ARF and CRF, acute renal failure and chronic renal failure. So children, actually what does this word mean? Renal मैं बार बार word क्यों use कर रही हूँ? In biology, in human body, I would say that we have different systems in our body. Yes, for example, we have urinary system जिसमें हम kidneys के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. We have nervous system in which we study about brain and nerves. We have many different systems, digestive system, respiratory system, etc. Yes, circulatory as well. So अभी renal के बारे में बात हो रही है, means जब हम एक specific organ के बारे में बात करते हैं, there is a common term for that very organ. Okay, for kidneys we use the term renal. Okay, yes, for example you can say for stomach we use the term gastric. Yes, okay, I hope it is a bit clear to you. Yes, now you can take some time and note it down. So I hope you noted it down, and I also hope that the topic is clear to you. So today we actually covered the definition of health and disease. Okay, also we covered the types of diseases in brief, like we did communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases, which are also known as contagious, infectious and non-contagious and non-infectious diseases. Their examples as well. Yes, and the ways by which communicable diseases can spread, that is direct and indirect contact. So we did this. Also we did a small difference of acute and chronic diseases. Okay, so basically the questions that can be asked in your exams are acute and chronic diseases, then we have communicable, non-communicable diseases के बीच में difference, also the difference between health and disease. So these are some important questions that can be asked in the exam from today's video. Okay, I hope the video is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can always ask in my comment box. Yes, so in the next video we will be continuing the chapter